Welcome to take 3 of my hot mess of a channel. When I sat down in this chair, the light was fantastic, it was optimal, and then I messed up 2 entire shoots of video, so you could say I'm raging at the dying of the light. You could say it, but people would hate you. So yeah, no, I tried, this is my new book channel, welcome. All of the videos told me that I could film videos on my phone and it would be fantastic, and I was like, great, don't need to buy anything. And then I filmed 2 videos on my phone and the camera was just constantly zooming in and out, and I do this a lot, so it was garbage. So take 3, I'm gonna try this Booktube Newbie Tag yet again. I got a new Deadpool mug for Christmas, so I'm drinking some tea. Let's get right into the questions. Some of these are the ones that everyone does. I've been watching a lot of new people's channels recently, and I took these. I'm a thief in the night, I stole them. But some of them I came up with myself, I think. I did them at work yesterday, so I can't remember which ones are mine and which ones aren't. But you know, that's what inspiration is. So yeah, question 1 is, where are you from and how old are you? So I'm currently in Dublin. I'm from Donegal. I'm 26, about to turn 27 in April, so this could be a quarter life crisis, we'll see. I've already cut off all my hair in the last month, and if I had the money to buy an open top Ferrari or something, I probably wouldn't because I can't drive, but the thought would be there, I'm sure. Why start the channel? Yeah, so people aren't gonna like my answer for this, but I'm in this entirely for the money. I want to be the next billionaire, and I did hear that Bezos started off in books, and I'm assuming that meant a Booktube channel, so I want to get right in there, I want to start making the big bucks, you know, just cha-ching, that's it. No, I started this channel, I'm starting this channel because I want to get better at talking, I want to get better at making eye contact. I'm going to start with the lens and then try and move up to living things, but we'll see how that goes. I have a lot to say about books, and not a lot of people to say them. Well, no, I have a lot of people to say them to, I just don't. But I started with a blog, and now I want to branch out into videos to try and help me get better in front of a camera. I'm a performer on stage as well, and I hate watching videos back of myself, but because I'm only a year pretty much into performing, you have to watch yourself back in order to see the mistakes and to see where you can get better. So I want to get better at that, and if I'm editing videos, I have to do it. I have to look at myself. It's awful, you know right now, but I'll get used to it. So what is a unique thing that you can bring to Booktube? So I studied English, that's not unique. I also write, that's not unique at all. But I go to a lot of book events, I go to a lot of book launches, I get invited to a lot of different things because I volunteer at the Irish Writers Centre in Dublin. Next month I'm going to a writer's retreat, so it's not just, this won't be exclusively about books, it will also be about writing and creative writing and just storytelling in general. But if you're into books, I mean, you have to be into all of that anyway, at least learning the ins and outs of it. So I think a unique thing that I would bring to it, I'm just going to try and bring more Irishness. You gotta have more Irish, not in you, but you gotta have a bit more Irish out there. And I think a lot of the events I go to and a lot of the people I meet are very interesting, and I think a lot of people who watch these videos would find that interesting. I'm hoping, dear God, I'm hoping. What genres do you read / write in? So when I started my book blog, you know, everyone tells you to pick a niche, so I picked the niche of horror / dark fiction thriller kind of stuff. But the thing is, in the books that I read and even the movies I watch and everything, I'll take anything. If it's a good story, I'll read it. So at the minute this camera is propped up on like a science fiction novel. There's a couple of gothic novels. There's a picture of Dorian Gray. I've got a load of lit fic short stories over there. I've got The Room. There's loads of, like, I'll talk about anything. If it's a good story, if it's well written, I'll talk about it. If it's a bad story and it's badly written, I'll talk about that too. So this channel is, I mean, it could lean a bit towards dark fiction horror, but I will be talking about short stories and literary fiction because that's big in Dublin at the minute, and most of the groups, the writing groups I'm in, and most of the classes that I take, most other people in them are lit fic writers. At the minute I'm writing horror myself, but I am trying to branch into short stories, and short stories would generally be the ones that I'm trying to write. I've got a couple of horror ones, but at the minute I'm trying to write a couple of literary fiction ones as well, just to kind of branch out and learn about writing stories and telling stories. What would you like to see more of? I wanted to get rid of that. This is the third take, and I hated that question every single time, and I meant to scribble it out and I didn't. What would you like to see more of? I'd like to see more of people promoting smaller books, maybe indie publishers, just stuff that I've never seen. Like there's nothing wrong with reviewing the books that other people are reviewing or whatever, talking about them, but I would, in this channel, I'd also like to hype up some smaller books that I don't think a lot of people know about, or that aren't getting as much attention as I think they should be. And it's just, a lot of the times I watch Booktube because I want to find other books that I've never heard of and that I might actually love. So yeah, I'll be doing a lot of that. What are your goals for the channel? My goals for this channel are to talk about the books that I'm not going to put in my blog because they aren't dark fiction, but also to document my own writing. I have a full novel draft, I have a half novel draft, and I have a few short story drafts that I want to get finished, I want to get polished, and obviously I want to get published. So if this channel can help me get those finished, if it can motivate me to write, and if it can help other people write and give them some insight into writing as well, that would be fantastic. So I mean, the goals for the channel pretty much are just get stuck in and see where it goes. That's been my motto for the past year. I'm like the queen of getting into things I'm in no way qualified for, but it always seems to work out for me. Like I'm in no way am I the best at any of those things, obviously, but I always learn something new. So I'm hoping that starting this channel, I'm gonna learn plenty, I'm gonna connect with a lot of people, and hopefully some people are gonna learn some things from me too. Who knows? You never know. What got you into reading? So I've seen a few people answer this question and they've kind of felt bad for saying Harry Potter. Harry Potter, obviously, those were the first novels that I read and I've been reading them ever since. But the first book, I want to show you this. I don't know what the cover of this actually looks like because my mum like covered it in wallpaper when I was really young. It looks blue though. But this is the first book that I ever read by myself. Fittingly, it's about dinner, which if you knew me as a kid, of course it would be. Of course it would be about food. But this was my first foray into full sentences and reading by myself, and I've kept it ever since. It's super old. I guess it would be like 22 years old, this book now. It looks it too. It looks like you might get a disease off this, but I'm keeping it because I think it's pretty cool. You could say that dinner was the first thing that got me into reading. Yeah. So what would you ask other booktubers? Yeah. So the three booktubers I've been watching recently, I can't remember their YouTube names. I know there's Read with Cindy. I think she's hilarious. She reads a lot of books that I wouldn't read, but the way she describes them are fantastic, and I love hearing her talk about them. Then there's a guy called Caleb who's really funny, and he's got a cute dog, and also he reads books that I don't read, but I like hearing what he thinks of those. And then Kate Kavanagh, she isn't, well, she does talk about books sometimes, but she's more of an Authortube person. But I love watching her videos. Her videos motivate me to want to write more, and I guess you could say she's one of the reasons that I wanted to start this channel as well. I mean, all of these people are, but watching her write so much makes me feel like garbage, so I need to get writing. Yeah, what's the hardest thing to overcome in a Booktube channel, I guess? Clearly for me it's talking. It's talking loud enough for people to hear. It's making eye contact. It's also making facial expressions. I do have a personality, I just I don't project it very much. You have to get very close. I don't want people to get close to my face to get it, but I want to learn how to project my personality more. I think, you know, I could be interesting to listen to. I just need to learn how to do it better, pretty much. And the camera stopped filming. I actually added a new one to the end of this list. I'm sure someone else has added this at some point. I'm not that creative. But the question I've added, just for fun, was what are you reading right now? So at the weekend I had to get a long bus journey, and I got a text message from like 3 people saying I'd forgotten my notebook and the novel I was reading, and it was too far from the bus station. So I was like, I can't do this with nothing. So I went and I bought an emergency notebook. It had little pineapples on it. I don't have it right now. And then I also bought this. It's the newest Stephen King. It obviously got the top of the Goodreads horror last year. I'm almost done with it. I was reading it last night, so I've got about 100 pages left, and so far it's quite good. I really like it. He's good at writing relationships between kids and stuff. So this is what I'm reading at the minute. I'm sure I'll do a video on what I actually think of it and Stephen King's writing in general, because his name gets a lot of clicks. What are you gonna do, you know? So yeah, that's my Booktube newbie tag. If any of that sounds interesting to you, or if you want me to make any videos that you think would be interesting, please let me know down below. Smash that like button, hit that subscribe button. But honestly, if you're a new Booktube person, get in touch as well. I'd love to see your videos. I'd love to see what kind of stuff you're making. Let me know what kind of stuff you want to see from my channel. If anything in those questions interests you more and you want me to make more or talk more about those, let me know. Thank you for watching. If you got this far, well done. Get yourself some sort of treat, because it's been hell trying to film these. But yeah, me and my emotional support skull, her name's Scully by the way, will be in the next video. Thank you for watching. My name is Gloria. I'll see you next time.